fucking nightmare, you bitch!
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Gaming D, and I'm here with a new series. I talked about it in my last video. It's the high school stories. It's not gonna be just high school, but it's gonna be like school in general, all the years I've been in school so far, and just random stories that I find funny and or messed up. So I really hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so my first story is the first time I got suspended. It's kind of like a stupid story on why I got suspended, but yeah, so let's get into the story. So I was in the 5th grade. I had this like one friend, like he was kind of like a troublemaker. Like back then in school, I was kind of a troublemaker a little bit. But it was in the 5th grade, and me and him, like we had to go do a project or something, and we were asked for like, hey, can we go out in the hallway to do it? It's quieter out there, it's not as loud and stuff like that. And the teacher's like, sure, just go out in the hallway. And we go out there, and there's a bunch of kids out there doing their projects as well, and they happen to be like a bunch of guys that are out there. And around the time of this incident, there was a kind of like this trends that go around, like where people do shit to other people, and this trend happened to be getting sack tapped. If right now, if I can, I'll find a video of it. I'll put a video of it right now while I'm talking of what getting sack tap means. But it's where you like take your hand and you quickly like you hit them in the balls, but instead of like punching them in the balls, it's like you just hit them with your fingertips, so it hurts really bad. I know it sounds stupid, but that was like a trend that was going around. But we were doing, like, somehow we got, like, I think my friend did it to me and I did it back, and then a couple other kids got involved and shit like that. And what ended up happening, like, we're just fucking running around the hallways, just fucking sack tapping each other. Because we're fucking, like, 12, 11 years old. We think it's so funny. But, she was like my math/science teacher. She came out and saw me and another kid hit these two kids in the balls. So she's like, that's uncalled for, like that's fucked up. Like she didn't say these words, but I'm just gonna say them. Like, that's fucked up, you don't do that. And we're like, yeah, we shouldn't do that. She's like, I gotta go get the principal, get her involved and shit like that. So what ended up happening was I had to go get all of my stuff from the classroom. I was sent down to the office, me and this kid, and then what happened, we got in there. I think it was like my mom came in. I don't know if it was my mom and dad, or I think it was just my mom. I think it was my mom and my stepdad that came in. Like I had to call him or whatever. And they came in, my principal started talking. Was like, your son was doing this, fucking hitting people in the balls for no reason whatsoever. I honestly, sitting there, I thought it was kind of funny because I was getting in trouble for something like 10 other kids were doing as well. Like, yeah, maybe me and this kid started it, but everyone else got involved, so it's not really just my fault. But anyways, all that shit happened, and it was like, the fuck? And she's like, hey, what I'm gonna do, the principal's like, what I'm gonna do for your son, talking to my mom, is we're going to send him home for the rest of the day and for tomorrow. So this happened on like a Thursday, so I stayed home the rest of that Thursday. So it was like I had like another like 3 hours of school or whatever. So I got to go home early. My mom wasn't pissed off at me. She thought it was kind of funny, which I also find really funny that she didn't get mad at me. But we got, you know, she's like, we're sending you home for the rest of the day, and then we're spending you for tomorrow. I was like, alright, I'm fine with that. Like a 1 day, well, a day and a half suspension, I'm fine with that. And then she's like, and then all next week you'll have in-school suspension. And I was like, are you, like, I wasn't, like, I didn't say it out loud, but I was thinking in my head, it's like, the fuck, like, why? Why am I having in-school suspension? And in-school suspension in that school, well, the elementary school that I was going to, is where you have to sit in the office from the second you walk into school at like, I think school started at like 8:30 at the time. You gotta stay in there from 8:30 till the 3:30 we got to leave. The only time you could go and like go somewhere else is during lunch. You can go sit at the lunch table with your friends, eat lunch and shit. And or if you had to go to the bathroom. I have to tell you, that week I had to go to the bathroom a lot because I wasn't sitting in that office because I had to sit with the lady at the desk. She was an old lady, she was a bitch. Like at my high school now, I got a cool person that I could talk to in the office, but back then I did not. So it kind of sucked. So I got a week of in-school suspension and a day and a half of out-of-school suspension just for hitting someone in the balls, which I find ridiculous. And I think my other friend got I think he had to go to school those 2 days, well, the rest of that day, and the other day that I got suspended for, because I guess they didn't want us together or something, because we're gonna start trouble. But but yeah, so I have to say that story is ridiculous. The way I got suspended, it's stupid. But that's gonna be the end of this video. I'm going to give you a little like sneak peek about the next episode. I'm just gonna tell you it's about the 6th grade. Me and my best friend get into a fist fight. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Well, my best friend at the time got into a fist fight, and then I'll tell you the rest of that on the next episode. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like if you really enjoyed this, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.